$1,000. Joining me now to talk about this, we welcome back our criminal defense attorney, Tamara Holder. This one is so sad. We're talking about a decorated World War II hero, and this is the way his life ends. It's just appalling, isn't it, Tamara?
Yeah, it's absolutely disgusting the way that the city handled this, Mike. The city manager said that neighbors have a duty to take care of each other. What about the city having a duty to take care of its residents? What about that? This is the most disgusting thing. I mean, he'd never missed a bill. And then all of a sudden they put this limiter on. They absolutely should have gone to check on this man. And you know, the other thing is that the state has a law that state-run utility companies must notify residents and the poor. But if they're smaller municipalities, they don't have to do it. And I think that the standard and the law should apply to all.
Exactly.
Not just the state-run facilities.
Tamara, let me get some details out here, and you can help me out if I go astray. The way I understand it, okay, so he's 93 first off. Social services should reach out to a guy like this. A different point, though. So, okay, he's behind about $1,000 worth in payments. So the electric company, they go out to his house, place a sticker on his door, basically informing him that they're going to put the restrictor on his electricity. So then they go out to his meter and they put this restrictor on. So basically, when he hits his limit of electricity, it shuts off. Now, the guy's 93, Correct. And the temperatures at the time of his death, I think the highs were in the teens, lows dipped before zero. A 93-year-old man might have never opened his door. How can you not have a procedure in place where you're going to have a face-to-face conversation? Shouldn't they have it in their files, in their computer, that he's 93? We better make sure he knows what's going on here. Let's try and at least give him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, yeah, I mean, and I don't even think the age is as much of an issue in the very beginning. I mean, you have somebody in billing and customer service who sees that somebody has paid their bill on time for like 30 years.
Right.
And then all of a sudden there's like a 4-month period where they're not paying. I mean, go out there. And then you look at the date of birth, you look at the social security number, and you think, okay, maybe there's a problem. Go and knock on the door. We're not talking about Chicago or New York. We're talking about a town of 34,000 residents. It's small. They could have sent somebody out there to knock on the door. Maybe month 1, maybe month 2, maybe month 3. I mean, month 4? Come on.
Before you cut a man's power in sub-zero weather. It's just like, there's just no common sense here at all. Now, let me get a quick statement out there as we continue to get the facts out to you. City officials, they are reviewing their procedures. In the meantime, they have suspended shutoffs and removed limiters from homes after using the devices, they said, for 18 years. Tamara, could the city be held responsible? Could the family sue here?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know if this has ever happened in this municipality before, but there's definitely some kind of accountability that must be put on the city, some kind of negligence or something. I mean, at least the lawsuit will set a precedent here. Even if they're not successful, set a precedent, get a bill to be passed where not only the state is responsible, but these little municipalities. I mean, they've got to change this. You can't just shut off the power in the sub-zero temperatures for the poor and the sick and the elderly. I mean, those are the people that need the most care.
Exactly.
Especially in these kinds of cold temperatures.
Oh, I know, exactly. And I know they're trying to figure out if he suffered from dementia at all. I think family had said that his mind may have been slipping a little bit. His wife had died a couple of years ago. It's just a sad case. Let's get a call in real quick. Debbie in Michigan. Debbie, go ahead.
Hi.
Hey, Debbie.
Hi. I wanted to know how come the family didn't help out to watch over him. I know that when my grandparents and my great-grandma, and I had a great-uncle who was disabled, and my mom and I were his caretakers and took over, helped paying the bills and making sure that things got taken care of.
Well, let me handle that one, Debbie. I know he and his wife didn't have children, and his relatives were out of town, so I think that's why you didn't have the daily check-in. Not sure if there were phone calls or not. But, Tamara, we'll see how this one plays out. But, again, you're saying the city could be in some trouble here real quick.
Absolutely. They should be.
Okay. All right. Tamara Holder, thanks again. And, Debbie, thanks for your phone call.